We're talking about this new structure that the Ministry of Education came up with, that school fees should be paid through the e-citizen portal. On one end, the government is saying that this is a measure of accounting those schools to ensure that there is that accountability aspect of it all, given that there have been embezzlement or even misallocation of funds or even over-allocation of funds to particular institutions, and of course to ensure that some of these students get the right education they require. Was this a right move from the government to ensure essence of the accountability?
Yeah, before I respond to that, one is I agree, Ashim, that there is a glaring, we need a radical surgery in terms of our public institutions in this country. And I agree with Basi, especially our primary schools. When private schools were introduced, a lot of people lost confidence in public primary schools. And most of the children of those who are able in our society are in private institutions. And if you look at the infrastructure of our public institutions, it is dilapidated. It's something that we need to sit down and have a conversation as even members of parliament. We see the kind of transformation that we need in our primary schools. And the problem is this: we have money in the Ministry of Education known as infrastructure funds. We need to realign and ensure that the money allocated to the Ministry of Education for infrastructure is properly, equally, and equitably utilized in this country. And what we have said is this: that money is allocated to individuals or to certain politicians based on political alignment or realignments. And it is something that as a country we must be able to look at or look at, because that money there is no clear formula of distributing that money which is in the Ministry of Education. Because if you look at certain institutions, a certain public institution in this country, they are more developed than other public institutions. So the question is this: what is the parameter? And this is my proposal. I'm proposing that money, infrastructure funds allocated to the Ministry of Education should be directed to the Constituency Development Fund as a conditional grant, so that CDF, because CDF has demonstrated, under CDF, it has been clearly demonstrated. I know that I will say you will use them for political reasons, but there is clear demonstration under CDF that money allocated to CDF has been used in a manner that the public has appreciated. Now, in terms of you've asked about, there is a new directive that money directed to public schools, institutions, should be through the, I think it's e-citizen. There must have been a reason that informed that. And I believe that, some of our schools, by the way, they are parastatals. They are actually, it is almost at the status of a parastatal. They receive a lot of money. So what we want to do is this: we must ensure that there is accountability in money that our parents pay as school fees, in money that parents and other people pay as school fees, or money directed to the institutions. There is value for money and there is accountability. But again, even as we direct those institutions that they must be accountable, we also ask the ministry that they also must be accountable for the money allocated to them as infrastructure funds, so that there is equality in all our public institutions.